Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Vocab with Disha. Today we are diving into session 3 of Word Power Made Easy by Norman Lewis. In session 1 and 2, we have explored various personality types and begin our journey into etymology. What is etymology? The study of root words. We examined several words derived from the root ego. So, today in session 3, we are going to talk about words, where they came from, what they secretly mean. Some of these stories are going to change how you see everyday English forever. We have got three topics today: personality types, second, love, hate, and marriage, third, monk who choose to live alone. Let's start with something you already know: introvert and extrovert. You have heard these words 100 times, but do you know where they actually come from? Both words are built on a Latin verb verto, which simply means to turn. So, an introvert is someone whose thoughts are constantly turned inward. The prefix intro means inward. They prefer their own company, their own head, their own world. An extrovert is the opposite. Thoughts turned outward, towards people, towards the world. The prefix extro means outward. And then there's a third one that not everyone knows: ambivert. Ambi means both. So, an ambivert is someone who turn both ways, sometimes inward, sometimes outward, depending on the situation. Honestly, most of us are ambiverts. Now, here's where it gets interesting. That prefix ambi, meaning both, also shows in ambidextrous. You know someone who can use both hands equally well. Left hand, right hand doesn't matter. The noun form is ambidexterity. But wait, why dexterous? What does that mean? Dexterous simply means skillful. The noun is dexterity: skill, ability, coordination. And here's the origin: dexter is actually the Latin word for right hand, and the Latin word for left hand is sinister. In English, sinister means threatening, evil, dangerous. That word literally started as just the left side. Now, French does the same thing, just in a different direction. The French word for left hand is gauche, and in English, gauche means clumsy, usually socially clumsy. Not like you tripped over something, but like you said the wrong thing at the wrong time. A gauche remark is tactless. A gauche attempt at sympathy is so awkward, it usually makes things worse. The noun is gaucher, an embarrassing, clumsy, tactless way of saying or doing something. The gauche person has zero finesse. And the French word for right hand, it's adroit. An adroit means the complete opposite of gauche. An adroit person is quick witted, clever, handles tricky situations smoothly. Adroitness is the noun. So, in part 1, we saw that verto means to turn, giving us introvert, extrovert, and ambivert. We also learned that words connected with the right hand, like dexterous and adroit, came to mean skillful, while words connected with the left hand, like sinister and gauche, developed negative meanings over time. And that's the beauty of etymology. When you learn one root, you automatically understand many new words. So now let's move on to the part 2, that is love, hate, and marriage. We begin with the Greek root word mesin, which means to hate. From this root, we get three important words. First, we have misanthrope. The Greek word for anthrope means human being or mankind. So, a misanthrope is a person who dislikes or hates people in general. For example, someone who always says, "People are selfish, I prefer staying away from everyone," can be called misanthrope. The root word anthropes appear in other words too. Anthropology, the study of human beings and their development. Second, philanthropist. Here, philo means love. So, a philanthropist is a person who loves humanity and help other through charity and social work. Now, second, we have misogynist. The root gyne means women. A misogynist is someone who hates or strongly dislikes women. The same root appears in gynecologist, a doctor who treats women's health issues. Third, we have misogamist. The root gamo means marriage. So, a misogynist is a person who dislikes or hates the institution of marriage. Now, let's look at some words related to gamers. Number one, monogamy. Mono means one, monogamy means having one spouse at a time. Second, bigamy. Bi means two, simply means marrying another person while already being married to someone else. In many countries, this is illegal. Third, polygamy. Poly means many. It also simply means having multiple spouses. Polygyny. Polygyny means, here gyny means many and gyny means women. So polygyny means one man having many wives. Fifth, we have polyandry. So the Greek root andros means man or male. So polyandry means one woman having multiple husbands. So this practice has existed in some communities, including certain regions of Himalayas. Let's look after the quick recap of part 2. Misin means to hate. Misanthrope, a person who hates people. Philanthropist, a person who loves and helps humanity. Misogynist is a person who hates women. Gynecologist, a doctor for women's health. Misogamist is a person who hates marriages. Gamos means marriage. Related words to gamers: monogamy, one spouse; bigamy, two marriage; polygamy, multiple spouses or multiple marriages; polygyny, one man, many wives; and polyandry, one woman, many husbands. The last part 3, living alone and liking it. The last session, and this one is little different. It's more about lifestyle than language. The word is ascetic. It comes from the Greek word ascetes, which means monk or hermit, someone who lives alone, away from the world. Now, picture a monk, not a comfortable life, no parties, no celebration, no rich food, no socialization. Instead, long hours of meditation and study, hard physical work, a simple bed in plain room, and deliberate self denial. They give up pleasure on purpose because they believe that the kind of discipline purifies the soul. An ascetic is someone who voluntarily lives like that: extreme simplicity, hardship by choice, no indulgence, no fancy food, no luxury, no entertainment. We don't have to be a monk to be ascetic. A modern person who gives up all comfort, eats only what's necessary, lives minimally, and avoids all pleasure as a form of discipline, that's the ascetic life. The practice itself is called asceticism, and the adjective describing it is just ascetic. She lives an ascetic life. The key word here is voluntary. Being poor isn't asceticism. Choosing simplicity when you could have more, that's asceticism. So that's all for today. In this session, we explored the origins and related meanings of words like introvert, extrovert, ambivert, sinister, adroit, gauche, and aesthetic. We saw how understanding roots help us understand words more deeply and remember them better. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Vocab with Disha. I'll see you in the next session. Until then, keep learning and keep growing.